everyone.
Hey.
We were tagged by Mom's Vlog 80 to do the mommy scenario tag.
I'm not a mommy.
No, he's not a mommy. He's a daddy. But he's doing this tag with me anyways.
Yeah, most of the questions are pretty much like
just parent
questions, except for one. Unless you're a dad that wears makeup.
Yeah. So, here we go. We got the questions on my phone. And question number 1 is, whoops. Your kid is refusing to eat dinner. Do you stand your ground and demand they eat what you made or make something else? You really don't make something else. No. You pretty much demand that they eat what you made.
Obviously well, some parents aren't like that, but you don't go out of your way to make something your child like despises. Like if your child will not eat Brussels sprouts but loves to eat broccoli, like why would you ever make Brussels sprouts? Like that's not fair to the child. Like if there's something the child hates, yeah, you don't make it, you don't force them to eat it, but you make something that's just as healthy as that they will eat. And if they then don't want to eat it, if it's something that they're not like, I really hate that, and you learn your child as you go. Like if it's not something they hate and they don't want to eat it, then they just go to bed hungry. And yeah, as long as you feed your child vegetables from the time that they're like real young and get their palate open to all kinds of different things, they're pretty much going to eat whatever you cook for them.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, your kid doesn't need to be like one of those kids who like only eats like one specific thing.
I want macaroni and cheese every day.
Yeah, and that's like all they'll eat. You can't do that. Because then your kid won't be healthy.
No, and that's not okay. Your kid should be eating whatever you would cook for the kid.
So, question number 2 is, your kid has a meltdown at the store and nothing is working to calm them. Do you leave and come back another time or grit your teeth and finish shopping? Lily is an infant, so pretty much we always, like, leave. It hasn't really happened.
Most of the time we're able to calm her down, but if
yeah.
there was a situation where we couldn't, out of respect for everybody else, we would just leave.
Yeah, that and, like, our sanity. Like, you can't just... I would not be able to shop with her, like, constantly crying. Like, I would not be able to focus on the things that I need to get and make my way through the store. So I can imagine, like, other people couldn't do it either. They'd be like, oh my goodness, a screaming baby.
Well, no, and we, like, both work in retail, and we know as, like, working in retail, when somebody has their kid in there that's, like, screaming, that's really annoying. Like, your kid's been screaming for 15 minutes. Like, leave, stop, you're interrupting everybody else, and you'll even get customers complain about it. Like, no, if your kid's screaming, you gotta, I mean, if it's an infant, obviously you just need to leave, because if you can't figure out what's wrong and the child won't stop, an infant can't communicate. If your child's older than that, then you need to make a trip to the bathroom and
have a talk or work it out. Sometimes you can just have a conversation and everything is fixed, but sometimes you need to do a little bit more than have a conversation.
Whatever you need to do to make that child understand that behavior is not acceptable.
Yeah.
Because if you give in to whatever they're having a meltdown over, they're going to learn that having a meltdown gets them what they want. Yeah. Which is why so many kids out there, every time they go to the store, they're going to freak out and start yelling and screaming because they want a piece of candy or they want this toy or whatever, and their parent always gives in because they're like, oh, just be quiet. And their kid is learning, if I pitch a fit, I get what I want. And that's, can't do that. Nope.
Question number 3. Your kid gets too many toys for their birthday. Do you make some returns or save them for a rainy day? There's no such thing as too many toys.
No such thing as too many toys.
Are you playing with scissors?
I have scissors.
Scissors are not a toy.
Scissors are a toy.
No. Okay, but yeah, there's no such thing as too many toys. The only time we would, like, return something would be, like, doubles.
Yeah, we're not going to hoard doubles.
Like, if the kid breaks its other, like, the same toy, we're not going to hold that double so that when they break it, they can have the same one again.
Yeah, that's just teaching them that there's no consequences for their actions.
Yeah.
You have to train your children about life from the beginning. If they break their toy's broken, or else when they're 13 years old and they get mad and throw their iPod and it's broken, they're going to expect a new one. Yeah. And
question number 4. Your kid is processing sleep. Do you give in at 3 a.m., get them up, and turn on a movie, or continue to rock them back rock them, nurse them, and try to get them back to sleep. Lily is 4 months old and teething. So obviously we're going to try to get her back to sleep any way that we can.
Yeah, you do whatever you can to make them comfortable. Sometimes it's just not going to happen, and you have to give them some time and then go back and try some more.
At a certain point, though, like, your child needs to just go to bed. Like,
Yeah, your
you need
6-year-old...
to lay in the bed and just go to bed. They don't need to, like, be...
Yeah, your 6-year-old shouldn't be fighting you about whether it's bedtime.
Yeah.
And your 6-year-old shouldn't wake up in the middle of the night talking about, I want to watch a movie. And, yeah, I mean, once your child is old enough to communicate, once you're able to communicate with your children, like, the ground rules with stuff like that need to be set. Same thing with the pitch of the fit and all that. Like, when you can talk, this stuff should be happening.
Question number 5. You have an appointment and no babysitter. Do you bring them with you or reschedule?
It depends on what kind of appointment.
Yeah. Most appointments I feel like you would probably need to reschedule. Except for maybe like a regular like doctor's appointment. Like just a general doctor. Your kid can like go in there with you and just like it's not too big of a deal. But like if you're going like to the gynecologist, you don't want to bring your baby with you. If you're going to the dentist, you can't really like take care of your baby when this dentist has this hands all in your mouth. Like you're getting your hair cut. This lady has scissors next to my head. I can't really like mess with your kids. So most appointments I feel like you would need to reschedule. But
makes sense.
Number 6. You have 20 minutes until unexpected company arrives. Do you rush to clean up your messy house or just figure, hey, it's okay, I've got kids?
Why are you coming to my house?
Yeah.
Like there's
only one person who arrives unexpectedly at our house, and that is my mother, and she doesn't care.
Yeah, and we don't care if she did care. Like, the house, we're pretty messy.
Yeah.
So the house probably going to be a mess. Otherwise, like, why are you randomly showing up at my house?
Yeah, or calling me 20 minutes before you're going to be at my house. Like,
I don't know. Normally we plan things out when we're going to be around other people and stuff better than that. Mostly because, never mind.
yeah, usually we plan things out, and we'll clean up the day before. Like, we know somebody's coming over, so we'll try to clean up the day before.
Most of the time we don't really care that much.
Yeah, we'll just...
I mean, it depends on how messy the house is. If the house is, like, crazy, ridiculously messy, then, yeah, we might clean up some.
Usually, our problem is, like, cups and stuff on the desk, on the computer desk, like dishes, but we'll usually clean, like, that stuff up, and then we'll just be like, whatever. Everything else is fine. Just put the dishes in the sink, and everything else is fine.
And we have a lot of clutter, and
Yeah.
it's always a little bit messy.
Yeah.
So we don't really care that much.
Nope.
But seriously, don't randomly show up at my house.
Question number 7. You're running late, and you only have time to do your hair and makeup. Which do you choose?
I choose my makeup.
Really? Because I don't think you wear makeup.
Yes.
I don't do like anything to my hair anyways. It's either down in a ponytail, in a bun, or in a side braid. So that I don't care about my hair. I will always
I don't care about my hair.
I will always pick my makeup.
I always pick my makeup too.
And the final question is, you're at the park and another child pushes yours. Do you intervene and correct them, or go find the child's parent?
Yes, intervene and correct them.
Yeah. Because you're not going to be like, running to the kid's parent, your kid pushed my kid.
Yeah, we're not
No,
6 years
like,
old.
who does that? No.
There's nothing wrong with like, hey, don't be pushing my kid.
And then, like, you can tell the kid, like, don't push my kid, or next time I'm going to tell your parents.
Tattling is stupid, and there's nothing wrong with being like, hey, don't push. That's not okay. And maybe you want to take your child away from that kid.
Somebody did say that in one of them that we watched. Like, tell that kid, no, you don't need to be pushing people, and then, like, take your kid to play somewhere else.
But you definitely don't want to just ignore it.
No.
And I guess if the kid continues, like, and comes back over there and pushes your kid again,
Yeah.
Just so you don't have the urge to punch the child in the face, you should go to the parent.
Yeah. Then they can deal with their own kid.
Or you
which
could
hopefully they deal
just
with
leave,
the right
too.
way. Yeah, you could leave. But, like, the kid's being a bully. That kid needs, their parent needs to do something about it. So that's all the questions. And we are going to tag 4 people. Well, 4 channels.
4 channels.
We've got The Roberts Reality. Yeah. Y'all gotta do this. Both of you. Katrina Rad. Rio Family Vlogs. And Super Mom of 3+1. Yeah, so that's who we tag, and we want to see all of y'all do this very soon.
Soon.
We are excited to see your answers. We're
You have
interested.
24 hours.
No, you don't have 24 hours. This is not the Ice Bucket Challenge. This is a tag, the mommy scenario tag. So that's it.